Elizabeth is a poet and a teacher whose work is rooted in the oral tradition of poem, story, and song. And I recall first seeing Elizabeth in Worcester years ago, and how she brought the beautiful fusion of poetry and music together and showed of its wonderful coexistence and celebration of that. She's on the National Faculty of Lesley University, and she works as an artist in residence in a number of public schools. I received email from her about this venue, and Elizabeth was somewhere in the western part of the country, flying back to go be with the children over in the Franklin schools this past week. She has 5 books of her own poetry as well, the most recent, The Red Thread. She has performed her work in the Boston area, throughout the country, and internationally as well, and she is Poet Laureate of Switzerland. I'm sorry, what?
Well, it's not of the whole, I'm not the Poet Laureate of the whole country.
All right,
The
well.
Poet Laureate of
All right. She is Poet Laureate of a little beautiful school in the Alps that knows what they're talking about. And also, I have a special quote from a mystery person of the past for Elizabeth, that she was a student and said that Elizabeth introduced creation myths to her, and that involved the playing of sound and words and creating the words of poems. And she felt this was a very interesting and inspiring way to write and an effective way to engage others. And that Elizabeth was also complimentary about the poetry of her home environment, where she looked for hidden stories and found them in the habitats of her home, for instance, with her 3-year-old daughter. And about Elizabeth, she said, Elizabeth was nurturing and sensitive with everyone, and always spoke truth and inspired creative expression to organically emerge from the souls of her students. She role-modeled collaborative action and demonstrated vulnerability and boldness in her own written word. A wonderful teacher, muse, and guide. And I just wanted to add one of my emails, because most of them are like that, from Elizabeth in talking about this venue, where she makes even her email messages to me beautiful poems. And a part of her response to my business question about being here was, "An ear to the earth is my theme. I am Jazz Poet of Lynn, and People's Poet of Lynn 2011, and Poet Laureate of the International European Grad School for Expressive Arts in the Alps of Switzerland." There you go. And I love the connection of music and poetry and the width and the depth of the oral tradition of song, story, and poem. And I still love to watch on my sofa and stare out the window and see the seagulls veer. So that is Elizabeth McKim, and she's here to share a bit more of that wonderful merging of poetry and music. Please help me welcome Elizabeth McKim.
It's a pleasure to be here. I was here a year ago with Don White, I now say under the protection of the Dawn's gnarly light. I was started out in Lynn at the Walnut Street Cafe, which we're having wonderful times with storytelling, spoken word, and music. And another friend from Lynn is there, Walnut, in the second row, who's also one of our great rapper poets. So, well, not one, he is. He's the man. So, yeah, there's so many wonderful connections. I feel like we're all making these little links, you know, that bring us together, not only in our own towns and villages and cities, but also like all over the country and beyond. And this is a poem especially for the children. I do a lot of work with kids, and I gain so much inspiration from the children. And I have for years. I've been working with children in the public schools since the early pilot programs in Massachusetts. This is about holding an object like a stone or a shell. It's a poem of directions. Hold it. Warm it with your own life. Listen to its near and far pulse, its sounds, its messages. Find out where it was born, the year, the time, and who was there and why. Find out the nature of its fear, what cliff or cave or curve of tide has touched it, tended it, mended it. Find out what it can know of parents, what song and language it was taught, and if it has a friend, an enemy. What stains and marks and cracks distinguish it. What surface opens to the air. What inside heart is hiding there. And learn the way it lives and breathes, and how it moves upon this earth. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to also teach you the little song that I always start my poetry classes with kids, and it's great because it has 3 levels: the reaching, the push-pulling, and the digging in the dirt. So this is how it goes, and so maybe you can join me. It's very easy, and it's based on the heartbeat, you know, like the iambic pentameter, ta-ta, or a skip of a child. So you have to start this way. Rub your hands together, put it up to your ear, make a little click, put it all around your body, and think of all the images that come. Give yourself a little clap. And now, ta-doo, ta-ta, ta-doo, ta-ta, ta-dee, da-da-da, do-da-dee, da-da, da-dee, da-da, do-da-dee, da-da-da-da-da. Da-dee, da-da-da, do-da-da, da-da, da-doo-da-dee, da-da-da, da-doo, da-da. Well, that's the way this poem begins. Say it. That's the way this poem begins. With me and you. Say it. Me and you. Me and you and us, and ride that poetry bus. Now you reach, you reach, you reach for the sky. Now you don't ask me why. Now say it. You reach for the sky. Now you don't ask me why. Now ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta. Is this one right? You push, you pull. You push, you pull. You push and you pull and you gather that wool. That's the work you do when you wrangle that poem. You take a little here and you give a little there. Ta-doo, ta-ta, ta-doo, ta-doo. You push, you pull, you gather that wool and you dig. You dig. You dig in the dirt now and it won't hurt. Now say it. You dig in the dirt now and it won't hurt now. And that's the way the poem begins, with me and you, me and you. Ta-doo, ta-ta. Me and you and us, us. Ride that poetry bus. Now you reach, you reach. Reach for sky. Now don't ask me why. Now you push, you pull. You push, you pull. You push and you pull and you gather that wool and you dig. You dig. You dig. E-I-O-U. You dig in the dirt now and it won't hurt now, and that's the way the poem begins. Me and you. Me and you and us, us, ride that poetry bus. Great. It's a little haiku. Who is me and who is thee? And so what? And so that's it. Poetry. Who is me and who is thee, and so what, and so that's it, poetry. Blackbird, I always loved you. Wherever you chose to fly, now call home. The call of the cormorant comes in black ribbon streaks and cuts into my shoulder blades. The call becomes a cry of blackness, calling blackness back from disbelievers. And I am seeking the cormorant still in creeds and nettles and giant loves. And in the night time of the dark time, I am seeking the cormorant still to come in a black ribbon streak of light. When I first came here, I found my future free falling out of a blank sky, no moon, oblivion covering me like a tarp, till, still slumbering and somehow lapsed, I slapped down and wised up, slapped down, wised up, slapped down, wised up, to the plausible earth, rising up too late for my rescue, revealing our true impartial partnership, our true impartial partnership, like an open map, like a well-used trap. Lovers in a free fall, lovers in free fall, lovers in a free fall now. Lovers, lovers in a free fall, lovers in a free fall, lovers in a free fall now. Since time began, I lay around the swamp. This is a creation story. Since time began, I lay around the swamp, listened to caw, caw, and catch-all a crow, muttered endlessly, find a way, Oma, windaroo-da-da, with a hoo-hoo, and a mud hush in a night. Sing or sink, sink or sing, sink or sing, sing or sink, sink or sing in a mud. Soft blue Jersey floats lazy bowsy in a peachy fuzz, in a peach fuzz, in lime green peach fuzz. Open and hoping out of ooze. Imagine me in a nightie of wind, falling in and out of something called the stars. Imagine me in a shaker of stars, falling in and out of something called the wind. Out of the wind it came, laughing and crying down the long corridor of night it came, into the push of day. In the beginning, when the world was just new, everything was all wrapped up and covered over. Birds never left their holes and caves, only their furred ears signaling in the darkness. Ch 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 ch. Breath, breath. Breath, I kept you in. Wolf chewing up the floorboards, old woman with your toes cut off, sullen child in a gray wool scratchy dress. Breath. Oh, I was doing okay. Yeah, I was doing okay. Neat and leveled as a bonsai plant. Ooh, I knew how to please. But breath, you had plans. You wanted to ride the freights. Yes, you did. You wanted to ride the freights, play the drums, do the love boogie, let a hummingbird in. Make green, uneven waves. Breath, I wanted you so bad. I kept you tight in the cramp of throat, in the high, unrealized sound. But breath, you beat me, you came out, and you're good. You're good, breath. You're good, you're good, you're good. Oh, you're good. You're good, breath. You're good. This next poem I wrote for my daughter, who is now a grown-up woman. She's a reporter on the Boston Globe. But I wrote it when she was 11, and I was imagining what her teenage years would be like. And it's a poem, a little bit of a poem of protection for me as her mom, and a poem of letting go for her. My daughter approaches adolescence. You dance on the dizzy edge of things. Already you dream departure as years ago I dreamt divorce. When I was where you are, my mama said go slow. She said the water has holes in it and the fish fall through. She said no one should swim, not now, with the sun on the water. Little guest of the garden, my brown and downy mouse. I know you can swim. I remember when you came to me from the watery place. And all I could do was get out of your way, give you up to the pale room and the gloved hands. And now you will swim through coves and bays and open seas. You will wear water proudly. And I, like a well-used anchor, will bear witness to your shining tides. I have a few more. Am I doing all right for time? Where's she?
We have about 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Okay, so I'll wrap it up. All right. This is a good one. Good wrap-up poem. This is sometimes poets we say our signature poems that we bring around with us, and like that daughter poem is one. You know, having written it many years ago, but it's still it's so much within me, and it's easy for me to bring it out. This one is called "The Green Goes Over and Over." House, earth, water, sky. La maison, la terre, l'eau, la lumière, la casa, la tierra, el agua, la luz, Ruma, Bumi, Air, Langit, Adama, Bait, Maim, Shemaim, Ada, Bait, Mai, Shemai, and the green, and the green, and the green, and the green. The green goes over and over. The heart of the matter rests on the roof of the sky. We only go by, we only go by. And what is unfinished is always unfinished. And what is finished begins again. And the green, 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 and the green goes over and over. Give the love, the lasting pleasure. Give it in full measure. Find the fruit, be at the special spot. beat the drum, be here, be there, beware, be here and there again, again, again and once again, bear it, wear it, we are it, what else? What else do we have? We do desire it. We are scared and sacred. We are scared and sacred. We are scared and sacred in the hoop of the world. And the green goes over and over. The song belongs to the silence. The silence belongs to the song. The dark earth belongs to the sunlight. The sunlight belongs to the ground. And the green. And the green, 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 and the green goes over and over. Thank you very much.
Stock market crashes, we're sinking in the black hole. New world order, 8 million stories, many untold, affected by tragic earthquakes, death rates, families crying. You think I write just to hear myself rhyming? Some try to obtain, sustain the means of survival, while others rather watch American Idol. Big banks gambling our money like casino chips, making $1 trillion in profits. Damn right we're pissed. Complaining about illegal immigrants in this alleged free nation. Those who settled before you had brown faces. Think first, then react. I wish I rode on a better track. Moving forward, no turning back. Hip-hop's my culture, so please respect it. Curated by disenfranchised folks who felt neglected. We need to iron out our differences. Know what our mission is. We can make change. I'm sick and tired of wishing it. All right, so I'm gonna do this other piece. So this piece called "If I'm Gone, Then What?" The mind, the money, the power, the emphasis, the sentences explode. Vulgar episode, no control, skull, bold mode, and hopes to fold. An untold truth, can you relate? Fragile yet won't break, not even from the shakes of an earthquake. I'm on a mission, damn it, so let me be. Don't try to quicksand me, pulling and tugging and bugging and thugging with your aggressive gestures. Undesirable pressure, so persistent with no resistance, like a leash sucking and draining all existence. To appease your appetite, to obtain energy, body chemistry, sexual bliss, fog, smog impairs the visual, sensual touch. Unable to differentiate love from lust. Lips kiss, erotic, hypnotic desire, uncontrollable desire. As your lips move closer to my neck, vampire. To quench your thirst, you must first seek the universe. Search for your destiny. Stop messing with me. Ring, 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 beep, beep, beep. Those are the melodies that are played on your touch-tone keypad piano and baritone, bass, alto, soprano. No audience participation, felt neglect, upset veins, bows are from the neck. Never tone deaf, knows the melodies of your favorite song. So you check to see if the ring is on. Must stay calm, a walking time bomb. Ring, hello, hello? Sorry, false alarm. Now if I'm gone, will you be strong? Will you hold down the fort or just abort? See, life's too short, poor sport. You need to get up, get out, and get something. Consumptions of overload, combustion, designs of malign construction, alien abduction. Foreign from the original mental state of thought, of thinking, shrinking, conscious, subconscious. Subconscious equals nonsense, no sense, and trying to convey a positive attitude when the latitude and the altitude drops rapidly. Catastrophe if safety gear is not intact. Ground smack, flat line, confined, custom design, pine, mental wooden box. Isolated, anticipated change, a must. Because if I'm gone, then what? Thank you.
peach and pear, apricot, then there's me. Tarragon, strawberry time. In my trees where I hide, everyone just walks past me.
Whether it's infectious disease, severe weather, or a chemical spill, emergencies that threaten our public health can happen at any time. After the events of 9/11, the federal government established the Medical Reserve Corps to respond to emergencies. Today in the Commonwealth, 45 Corps units recruit and train both medical and non-medical volunteers. In addition, the Department of Public Health's MSAR program, or Massachusetts System for Advanced Registration, credentials and deploys healthcare professionals to respond in such emergencies. Now a new effort is underway to enhance emergency response by aligning the activities of both groups. Mass Response is designed to facilitate emergency medical response and promote local partnerships in planning and assistance. And you, health professionals and concerned citizens alike, can be part of this important effort. For more information on Mass Response and how to get involved, visit maresponse.org.